me stand up. I was sitting for breath work. Y'all just missed it. Let me prop this up. And we are going to do our Bible scripture. I want to let y'all know why we do breath work every morning. The reason why we do breath work every morning is because I have studied multiple millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires. I studied them because I want to become just like them. So what they say they do is they do breath work and cold plunges in order to calm down the nervous system. The reason why they want to calm the nervous system down is because they have to make huge decisions when it comes to finances, when it comes to business decisions, huge investments, and they don't want to live in fear. So in order to eliminate the sense of fear, frantic state of mind, anger, whatever the case may be, anxiety, they do these practices in the morning and sometimes also at night in order to calm themselves so that throughout the day when certain things come about, they're able to regulate their nervous system, keep calm, and make rational decisions. So we get closer to God when we get closer to calming the mind. Okay, we are going to pick a scripture of the day. So if anyone would like to choose one, please let me know. If not, I'm just going to pick it up and find one. Good morning. I appreciate y'all joining. Good morning. I need to be going on my YouTube during the weekend too. I'll be going on my Instagram only. I'll be neglecting y'all on the weekends on YouTube. Okay, so no one is letting me know that they want to choose a scripture. So I am going to ask Spirit to direct me into what message we need for today. I'm hearing to go to John, which I kind of speak on, but I don't believe I really read it. So we are going to go to John chapter 1, verses 1 through 3. Says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. Okay. All came to be through him, and without him, not even one came to be that came to be. So first, when it says he was in the beginning with God, who is he to y'all?
The mind?
The Word. Yes. So in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. So he is the Word. All came to be through him, which is the Word. So all came to be through the Word, and without him or without the Word, not even one came to be that came to be. So in that case, it's saying the Word is with God, and nothing will even come to be without the Word. It says the Word also was God. So the Word not only is with God, but the Word is God. So every word that you use in your mind or with your mouth is God. You can also use words through action. So your action will make a statement, which is a word. So your mind, your mouth, and your actions are all God. And they are all with God. Yes, there goes the word. I appreciate that. It's this official Chuba. Okay. So if that's the case, then that means you have the power of God with your mind, your mouth, and your actions. So when we start to be intentional and live our life on purpose, we will realize that we have to use our power. That's right, the power of the I am. Using your power, because everything is you. I am, we think that just because we say I am, and that's how we proclaim, but your proclamation is through, again, who you represent as a character, as a decision maker, as an action taker, as a thinker, and as a speaker. So that's the motivation for today, is to let you know that everything that you do is with God's eyes. You think that these are your eyes, you think that this is your body, this is God's body. You are God. You are a living being spirit, a living being soul with flesh around it is as the shell, but that is God's. So every time you look around and you think you're alone, you're making an action or you're making a mistake, you realize that God's eyes is watching. That is right. This is not ours. It does not belong to us. The spirit within is the spirit of God. So we are only borrowing it. So like I said, I believe Friday is this right here, this stuff right here, this solid stuff is a vehicle. So just like when you hop into your car and you drive it, it's not you, but you can drive it and you can operate it. So it's the same thing with this. This isn't really you. You move around with it. This is your vehicle, okay? Your mind is your GPS. What you think is where it's going to take you to your destination. So when you get in your car and you turn your GPS to get to a destination, you're driving there. It's the same thing with your mind. Your mind is the GPS driving you to wherever your body wants you to go. So be very aware. Start thinking about what you're thinking about and really taking your time to think about your actions and decisions. And remembering that when you speak on a word, you must act on that word as long as it is in alignment with you. Because as soon as you hesitate or second guess yourself, that's when the devil will swipe in and take God's place. So when it comes to business motivation, I want to round of applause to E. I don't know if E is able to listen right now because she is at work, but I'm going to tell you again, and I'm going to praise E every time. E has been on here ever since E called me. This is so beautiful. The story is so beautiful. E called me. So I'm going to go back a little bit. I was in a state of mind that was just not right. I was not feeling right in my soul. And I was like, I know I have this power and I'm not using it. And I just said, I'm going to close everybody out. I'm moving everybody out the way right now, and I need to hear God. So I cut everybody out of my life for a little bit, and I went into my room, I closed my door, and matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and start doing this right now. I'm a very spiritual person. People call this woo-woo. This is just alchemy. This is scientific. So things around you, when you're praying and you feel like you don't have enough power, you use things to elevate your spirit. So if you can't do it on your own, it's okay to light a candle. It's okay to light sage. Use essential oils to raise your energy, because you are using those scents to lift your spirits up, to make you feel better until you're able to do it on your own, which is how we're supposed to be. However, I light my candles, okay, in order to enhance my prayer, because the light and the flame actually shines light on the words that I'm looking for. Why is my candle not working? There we go. Okay, so I light my candle. And I pray and I speak in my words, and I don't say, God, please do these things for me. I need this and I have to have that. No, I say I am. I am a multimillionaire. I am a successful business owner. I have a lot of friends. I am abundant. Okay. And I keep saying those things because, once again, that's my destination. I'm not going to type in my GPS, I need to go to the grocery store. It don't know what that means. You just type in the grocery store and it is. And you get there. So you become it. Okay? So when your mind is your GPS and you say, okay, I'm putting myself in the destination. The destination is this. Okay? So if I'm a multimillionaire, the destination is multimillionaire. That's it. I really need to figure out. I need to figure out how I'm going to get there. I need to figure out what I'm going to do. When you type your destination into your phone, the GPS, you don't try to, well, then how I'm going to get there? Once you type the destination in your phone, you're going to get there. You know you're going to get there, and you start driving and you trust it, right? Because it's taking you to the direction that you want to go. So why do we do the same thing with the GPS of our minds, trying to figure out, well, I put the thing in the GPS that I want to be a multimillionaire, but how am I gonna get there? We are already there. That's exactly right. We're already there. We have to trust. We have to trust that our destination is correct and that every direction from there is. Okay, what did my YouTubers say? Bro, what are people becoming? Oh, the haters are here. You need to get offline and go get some human friends. Why did God allow Lucifer to stray from him? Okay, so yeah, the haters here. That's when you know you're really successful. When you got people talking junk, when you got people talking crazy, that's demons trying to stop you from what you're doing and stop you from your greatness. However, yes, when you have the GPS in your mind and you know where your destination is going, you have to trust that. So, all that just to say, so when I closed myself out and I started talking and speaking my words and telling myself who I am, I said, I know my purpose. I want to be there for other women. I want to pour into them. God, please give me my purpose. Thank you for giving me my purpose. Excuse me. I said, God, thank you for giving me my purpose. I have my purpose. All of a sudden, E calls me and she's like, we got to figure this out, whatever. And I'm like, let's do this. Let's start doing a mindset. We'll bring everybody on. We'll invite people. But from now on, if it's just me and you on here, then it's just me and you on here. But I would love to have everyone else join. She said, yeah, don't worry about everybody else. You and I, we're a team. We're going to stay consistent. We're going to get it going. So we started getting on our mindset 8:30 in the morning. That very day was about a month ago now. It was a month ago now. And she has been on here every single day. Every single day. Matter of fact, it was one day she was on a cruise. She just absolutely could not join. One day, that was it. Besides that, every single day he has been joining with me. And we get on here and we do our scripture, we do our breath work, we do our business book reading, and she has been consistent. Like I told her, I said, just trust me. Like you're not gonna see it up front, but just keep showing up. I promise you, you're gonna see something. So then, as we continue to do the mindset, we were like, okay, now we got to implement our work. So let's start making these calls together. I'll call your people, you call mine. So she called someone for me. We got some things done. Unfortunately, he's in the NFL. Well, his 401k was in the NFL, so they're not able to touch it. However, we did do some work. Okay. So then I was like, okay, last week I was like, I'm gonna call your people. So I called her people. Some people hung up in my face. Some people scheduled for later. Some people canceled. Guess what? We kept going. I called this guy for her, and we set an appointment. We showed up yesterday. I called her. I'm like, let's get on Zoom. I don't know if he's gonna show up or not, but let's just prepare as if he's gonna show up. We have been doing role play, and she even said, she's like, oh, I'm more in the moment type of person. And I'm the same way. I like to just do stuff in the moment. I'm not crazy about pretending, but I'm like, you know what? Let's try, let's practice. She was practicing, she was humbling herself, she was learning, she was taking notes, she was doing the work. We got this man on this call. We stayed on the Zoom together with him. That man signed up for the business. He believed. We prepare for this. When you go, if a basketball player goes into the courtroom at a game and he has not practiced and prepared in the background, he is going to lose that game. And that's what we've been doing as a team. And that's another thing. A basketball player is only as good as his team is. A basketball player is only as good as his team is and as good as they practice in the background. Okay? So all I'm saying is show up consistently. You can't practice one time and then disappear and believe that you're going to get the results from the game. Life is a game. So in order to play the game accordingly, you have to live intentionally and live on purpose every single day. Every time you go out into the world, you have to live it with intentions. When you live on default and play around and live a crazy personal life, you're not going to get nothing out of it but a waste of time. So what are you doing with your time? Are you intentional with your time? All right, so enough of that. Now we are getting ready to read. We are almost done with the 10x rule. Oh, she said we were doing a drill right now. Okay, cool. Okay, pulling up the 10x rule reading. So I am going to go ahead and end the lives on social media. I appreciate y'all joining in. As always, I'll be back in a little bit to do a little bit more with y'all. I just want y'all to know that I always take my vitamins. I always take my vitamins in the morning. I drink my tea. Shout out to Miss Jessica Devine for this beautiful glass teacup, okay? Tea bottle. And we'll discuss a little bit more about that, about health. Peace. Morning, money, mindset. Why is none of my stuff coming up? Let me see what I got going on. It's right here. There it is.